Welcome, friends and buck hunters. We're going to watch Bighorn Sheep Trek 1 for target trek. So that first one standing there, he comes straight at you. There's no point in whistling for him. So I've got this set up as we play the full video in full the first time, and then the second time we watch it with pauses. So that's the first full video. Now we're going to have some pausing in here. So it pauses here. We got the buck right there in the center. We got a fox over there to the right. We have another fox coming in here in just a second. There, that's fox coming in. And then we have the second buck coming in right there. So that's his first point. And then the third buck comes in right there off that back corner there. So that's in site one. I think that might be the A map. I don't know. I haven't done enough research to really pull those apart. So here's orange players, site one. Again, we're going to watch it in full speed here. So there's two there. The squirrel's on the rock. Two birds come flying in, and then he comes across there. That first buck does do a little dog leg around, and then the bear, which is the bear. That first buck does run farther away ever so slightly, but I don't know if it's quite enough to really justify. So there's got the squirrel, got the buck standing behind the deer or the doe. He's got his butt turned to you. There's the birds. They just hit the screen. There's buck three hitting the screen right there, coming across, and he basically just you want to get it to him before he gets to the river. Bear's got plenty of time in there to get him. Should not be a problem. All right, player three. Again, we're gonna watch the full video in live, and then we're gonna have pauses. There's the owl, the buck. He's standing. He goes straight off the screen. Two extra birds. That one's comes down the stream, and then he comes in from behind the tree and runs around that corner like that. And again, we got a bear. Every single trophy animal this recording is bears, which is cool. So here's player three, site one again. So that's the screen. That's our pause for the buck standing right there. Might as well just shoot him in the face. That you can see the other buck standing behind. Oh, maybe I was wrong. He's right there. I missed him coming on the screen. That pause. And there's that one right there. So I probably might have saw him. I just missed him that time. Watching it back again. Again, there's our bear. Okay, bear, trophy animal missed. Player four, site one. There's two squirrels here. This guy does a real big loop away from us. This is definitely the one you want to let walk away. And then he comes in from behind that tree, and he comes in down from the side of the mountain. And then there's your badger, which you probably, or whatever that animal is. But you probably won't get him because he'll probably miss him. So it's squirrel, squirrel. Let the buck run. Shoot him in the ass a couple times. Kill him there. That's why we paused it a second time. Just to kill him there. And then that one comes right as soon as you kill him. He comes in off the thing. Get him in the creek. And you got just a second there to get that badger before the buck comes in off the trees out back there. He runs through. Badger falls off. If you happen to get that as a trophy animal, you'll be able to get that badger late either way. So you got the buck stand back way back there. You got a buck stander here in front. He does a little runoff. Got a lynx, a squirrel, then another squirrel, and then there's your last buck. And he basically runs straight across the map. So if you don't get him right off the go, it's okay. And here we go again. Same thing. So you have to pause for the buck. You don't have any animals on yet. Oh, you can kind of see the lynx back there. There's that's where he opens up right there to get him in the back. You got the lynx right there in the front. You got the first squirrel. Second squirrel's going to come up the tree right there, just as the third buck comes onto the screen. I'm going to get him as soon as possible. And then that pauses, runs off. Site two for player two. We got a raccoon, got a buck. Buck runs off straight at you. Fox comes on the screen. Buck comes right across the screen. Then the third one comes right at you. I never did find the third critter on that one. So take that. Yeah, because you got the raccoon, you got the buck standing at you, and then we got the fox. Fox comes in for a second. You might have a shot at that buck. That's a tight little shot there, behind and be, in front of and behind. But that third buck, you got plenty of room to catch that third buck coming across. Once he comes over the top of the mountain. And here's blue, player 3. Squirrel, buck. He's facing you. He comes straight at you. Okay, he does run away, but 2 foxes, buck coming straight across the screen, buck coming mostly at you. You don't want to wait till he gets at you to kill him. And again, same thing, squirrel, buck. You can shoot him. You don't necessarily want to shoot him in the face, but if you do, I don't think you're losing too many points. And then I got the double foxes. He's back there. He might as well just wait to kill him and then kill the third guy, or as soon as he hits the screen. Yep, there's one more of those. Players foresight 2. Here we go. We got Buck standing right in the middle of the screen, facing you. He's going to come straight at you. Buck's coming straight at you. Got 2 birds in the sky. I remember looking for the third critter on this one. I never saw the third critter on this one either. He does a little loop, so you want to catch him as he's coming across the screen the first time around. I wonder if that's the third critter right there in the grass, or is that a rock? Oh no, that's just another rock. So there he is back there. As soon as he clears that, the 2 birds hit the screen, and then we've got him coming around from behind that rock. Oh, that's that. Site 3, Dangerous Trophy. Again, this is going to be bear. They were all bears when I recorded this. He's sitting right there. He's going to come straight at you, shoot him in the face. The second one comes from the same gap underneath. You got Squunk, a coyote. You got him, and then the third coyote comes up from underneath the log bridge too. But depending on when you hit the third buck, and whether or not you have trophy on him, you won't be able to get that third critter. So again, we're gonna slow it down here a second. So we got him standing right there, not a big deal. Shoot him in the face, easy peasy. And then we're gonna have then he comes in from underneath there. Be waiting for him. Skunk, fox. As the fox comes in, your big boy's coming in, so you want to shoot him right away. And then right here, there's your second critter there coming in from underneath. So, or your third critter. You'll probably miss the third critter unless you get trophy animal. You want to get trophy animal on that site there, so you can get a chance at that third critter. This has got a squirrel on the log. You shoot him in the face. Second squirrel comes across the log, comes in from underneath the log, and then the last one comes in from around that rock right there. I don't believe I was looking for the third critter on that one. I never found him either. So again, shoot that guy in the face, not a big deal. Bam. Squirrel, squirrel, underneath the log. And then as soon as you kill him from underneath the log, go directly to next to the rock there, and bam, you should have a clear shot at him as soon as he clears that corner. That is site 3 again. Here we go. So again, it's the same scene, the same log. You got the badger, you got another badger, you got the one running off. He runs towards you a little bit sideways to start with, and then you got one coming in from underneath. There's almost always something coming in from underneath. It's just a matter of when. So again, we're gonna have one go across the screen to the left, to the right. We're gonna have 2 badgers. We're gonna have one come again across the screen from the right. That's the badger. Badger across the screen from the right. You want to get him as he's coming out from underneath the log. And then right after that, and underneath the log. Now you got to watch for that doe trap, because that doe's going to jump in front of here. But you can get him right away. That's great. Otherwise, you got to watch for the doe. Player number 4. So he's one's got them way back there, and he's available for a long time. And you don't have to get him right away. And as soon if you wait to get him till right now, then you can get the critters. If you kill him right away, you lose your critters. The critters don't show up till way later. It's another bear. Uh, so that's one of those ones that, if you want to guarantee that kill early, you might want to take that first shot. But if you want your critters, like right there, you can just bam, bam, easy kill, and then get your number one, which is at right there, and then you get number two right there coming off that tree. So that's like 1, 2, 3. You get all $3, all maximum points, but you do not get any critters if you do that. It is it's a gamble. It's always a gamble. And then the bear comes in from across the rock there. Not a big deal. He should be easy. Big slow bears. We love to shoot big slow bears. Sight 4. This owl takes off right away. Buck runs away from you. Fox is in the woods. So buck there, and then that buck right there, he's actually standing in that tree the entire time. I think when I do this here, I pause it. I think I might pause it on him twice, so you can actually see him if you're looking underneath that tree right away. There he's moving right there. We got buck, owl, fox, and then that buck is still standing back there waiting to move. And you still got plenty of shots at that buck back there. But the second one hits the screen, not a big deal. And that right there, that's when you want to hit that third buck. See, he's got plenty of open area. He's back there the entire time just waiting to be shot. Here we go. This is sight 4 again. So you got the squirrel, you got the buck. He runs straight off the screen. He comes in, and then this next one, he comes in from behind the rock right there. There's not a big gap there to hit him right away, but if you're on point, you might be able to get that. So again, squirrel, not a big deal. Shoot that guy in the face. Not put him down immediately. Not a big deal. Second one comes in from off screen to the right there. Go ahead and kill him. And then there's your lynx underneath. And then there's a second lynx right there. And then that guy right there, that's where you want to hit him. He's pretty much wide open the entire time. That doe clears him first. So as soon as if you let the doe clear, you got plenty of time to get him. So different squirrel buck. The squirrel buck, he runs way out there with it. I remember pulling him out easy, giving him a lot of time. And then right here, that gray buck, he's on the screen for a long time too. He's standing back there behind all those trees. But this is so sight 4 might be one of the sites you want to start with, so you can let this buck run away so you don't forget. Because he's standing right there, but he's got us kind of sideways to you, but he goes way out there around that corner. And then the second one comes in right here, and if you're paying real close attention back here in the background, right there, that's where the gray one enters the screen, and he runs straight across until right there. So you don't necessarily need to get him until he hits the center of the screen because it's a straight across, but you definitely want to be on him when he hits the center of that screen, which is when the second buck pauses. So here's the next sight. Badger comes at you, a couple birds. Actually, I think those are bats coming straight at you. And then this one comes from in the middle there. I don't remember seeing where he comes from originally. I think he just pops up from underneath the grass or something. So again, he's standing straight at you. 90% of the time, if they're looking at you, just shoot him in the face. Oh yeah, but the buck, he's standing back there. That gray buck standing back there, right behind there. You can see his legs right there. And then there's that. And again, as he clears this right here, just go ahead and keep shooting at that. Then kill that gray one way back there. Don't let him move. So again, I think sight 4 is this one sight you want to start with. That those got some long ranges. That buck's standing in the back there. He ducks behind that rock. If you don't get him right away, you pretty much don't get him until he's right there. So you got 2 foxes, and then you got to get him from around that corner. He's not too bad. I've seen him. I've killed that buck behind that rock many a times. Again, hit that one before he goes behind the rock. That is while he is at his farthest away, because he double hops to you. Got a lynx, and then you're gonna kill that buck as he hits the screen right there. Again, you're gonna miss your critters on this, but miss the critters, get the buck. That extra distance is gonna be so much more important than the buck in the long, or the critters in the long run. Site 5 again. You got so you got raccoon. Buck's coming at you. Yeah, it's facing. It's just going to come at you. There's a lynx. There's a or fox, and then there's your last one right there. He's got a lot of coverage coming in through there, but there's a couple gaps in there. You might be able to get him. Again, so here's the same thing. So it's got the raccoon. It's got the buck that's facing you. He's going to come straight at you. There's no point in even waiting to kill him. Just kill him immediately. Coming in from the right there. You got plenty of open room to get him before he gets into the mess. A couple foxes. Foxes aren't a big deal. And then right there, you have a chance to get him. But if you don't get him there, then you got the doe, the doe, the doe. But if you wait long enough on him, he goes back out a little bit. You can gain a little bit more points back there. Beaver in the front. That beaver is the same beaver. There's a squirrel right there on that log that you get. So there's those two beavers. And it's not 3 beavers total. It's a beaver and a squirrel. And then there's your gray one coming across from the left, the right there, headed to the left. So again, you can hit this beaver right away. That's not too bad. And then hit that buck that's staring at you. Oh, hi, buck. Stare at me. Bam. And then you got the squirrel. And then right here's the second beaver. So that should be beaver, buck, squirrel, beaver. And then got the buck coming in from the left. He's got open shots. And then buck coming in from the right, from behind the trees right there. You got to wait for him to clear that buck, or that doe. And then he's right there. Not too big of a deal. Excuse me. Got a little bit of cough. Okay, here's red. Here's site 4, the red player. So you got 3 Tweety birds, 1, 2, and 3 Tweety birds, and then the buck in the face. That buck's coming at you the whole time, and then comes in from behind that rock, and there's plenty to get to him right away. Again, some of these critters do change a little bit from time to time, but not necessarily. So this is like, just shoot him in the face, be done with it. Bam, shoot him in the face. Tweety bird, Tweety bird, Tweety bird. Not too big of a deal. Buck comes in from the left, kill him. Buck comes in from the right behind that rock, and he's by himself. You got plenty of gapage for him to get him right away as he comes off the screen. Not a big deal at all. So that is all the sites. Is shoot this frog zip line. I went ahead and put these together. Oh, that got a little. But you'll notice they're matched up left and right. The 2 on the left, the orange and the red are the same, and the green and the blue are the same for the first section. On this one, it's the top and the bottom are the same. But they're basically the same. As those run through, they are, it goes top and bottom, and then left and right, and then left and right again. Or left and right, top and bottom, and then left and right. So they are almost identical. They are technically different, 4 different maps, but they are so close they might as well be the same thing. So that's the end of the video. Thank you very much. Talk to you next time.